Well, hello there, vinyl community, and anyone else out there who might be watching this video. It's Jacob coming to you from the Dallas Open Micer YouTube channel with a self-important channel update. Now, you might be thinking, Jacob, doesn't YouTube have enough self-important channel updates already that we don't really need a small channel like yours jumping in? And I say, hold on a moment. I don't think you really understand what self-importance is. You're thinking of self-importance as most do of really another way of describing narcissistic behavior, narcissistic attitudes. And in that case, yes, we don't need any more narcissists or people who are self-important in that nature. But do you think of those narcissists, think of those people who use social media platforms to cry for attention. Think of how they view themselves. Do they really believe themselves to be important? When they look at themselves in the mirror, in the cold light of dawn or at night or whenever they might go to the bathroom or go to the kitchen or anywhere that has a mirror, are they looking at the face of someone that they love? Are they looking at the face of somebody that they truly believe is important? Someone that they truly believe is valuable? Deep down inside, I believe the answer is no, because I don't believe the world that we live in today would be the way it is if people looked at themselves in the mirror the way I'm looking at myself in this camera, and if they look at themselves and say, hey, I'm important, I matter. Would they be crying out for help in the most shameless ways? No, they would not. So don't you think for a minute that what I'm doing is anything associated with your negative preconceptions or prejudices of what self-importance is. What I'm doing here is something that's important to myself, important to my growth as a human being, and I think it's worth sharing. I don't share it out of ego. I share it out of saying, here, I believe I have value. I believe it's good to share things that have value. And I don't even have to be in the same room with you or see you face to face or smell you. Makes it painless on my part. We don't have to like one another, but I can offer you this, take it or leave it, a self-important channel update. If you're a regular viewer, you're going to start to notice some things are different around here at this channel. And there's not really one reason why. It's kind of a variety of things just kind of bubbling and simmering in some kind of stew or gumbo. And, rather than try to rank them and present them in terms of importance, like some boring rankings video or even worse, a Rolling Stone magazine's ranking issue. You certainly, heaven forbid, I would capture the essence of a Rolling Stones ranking issue on this channel. But I've got a list, a stack of cards with some things that have kind of been simmering and bubbling in my life, and they're birthing something new on this channel. So let's find out what these ingredients are, and what the recipe that comes out of the oven when all is said and done and all the metaphors are mixed. We'll see what that may be. So let's see what I got here on this card. It says the VC isn't enough. The VC is not deeply satisfying for me. It's brought many joys, but sometimes I find that the records are getting in the way of what I would like to do and say. I would like to say something, but here I am. Let's see. I'm holding a record. Oh. A 25-cent clearance find of Jimmy Buffett, a white sport coat and a pink crustacean. Haven't listened to that yet, but I love the title. And who knows, maybe there's still chance for me to become a Jimmy Buffett fan. I don't know. If not, I can send that to my brother in North Carolina. But simply doing that is not enough. Talking about records that I find, I think there's more to life. Let's see what the next card has to say. I have shuffled these up in no particular order. This one says, helpful editorial feedback. I recently received some unsolicited, helpful editorial feedback on my channel, and it's got me thinking. Once you get thinking, you never know where that journey is going to lead you, and it'll be fun to see where that journey can hopefully lead us together, at VC and beyond. Let's see what the next card says here. It says new phone. I purchased a smartphone. It's the wee small hours of Sunday morning, but Saturday I went over to Walmart in town and purchased an iPhone track phone. Because my 4G flip phone was giving me headaches when 3G went out of business, and AT&T sent me a 4G flip phone that had some app features built into it that just slowed everything down and made the phone a burden to use. And I realized that I could have a lower monthly fee by getting a cheap smartphone. It was necessary to do so. Now, I know that I've enjoyed, perhaps perversely, feeling better than other people because I still had a smartphone. I'm sorry, I still had the dumb phone. So I'm tired. My brain and my mouth aren't syncing properly. But I'm not going to reshoot this. I've already done some reshoots and things I stumbled on out of the gate. But hey, we're 7 minutes in. You know me well enough now to see my warts and flaws. So I perhaps took perverse delight in holding out so long with a flip phone. I would scoff at people that would boast about, I'm going back to the flip phone. Back to no, I never abandoned the flip phone. The flip phone abandoned me. As it's probably for the best that I don't need to look down on others because I'm better than them because I've been able to keep my mind intact like a 20th century brain, while everyone else has spoiled their minds with the instant gratification provided by these computer phones. No, I think I'll look for new horizons and find new ways to feel better than other people. I don't need a flip phone to achieve that. But what the phone will do for me, this new smartphone, it will allow me to shoot videos without having to borrow the phone from my wife, which is what I'm doing now. This might be the last video I shoot on her phone. So we got a game changer here, folks. I'll have greater opportunities to film. Let's see what we have next. On the next card, it says, I enjoy my own content, so I want more of it. You never know what'll come out of your mouth when you step in front of the camera, and there are some wonderful surprises that pop out of this thing right here, and I can't wait to find out what they are. It's a thrill. Let's see what the next card says. It says, The Happy Wanderers. Well, if you've been watching my channel, I've talked about the Happy Wanderers recently, and that's the John Candy, Eugene Levy polka group, sometimes with guest appearances by Rick Moranis as the member of the band that outgrew his like here, Ray Price. Johnny Bush had to leave the band and spread his wings and fly. But great entertainment, great fun, great comedy from SCTV, And I got to tell you, I've just been on a happy wanderer's high ever since discovering this new source of joy. And I gotta say, when you see something like the Happy Wanderers, polka-based humor from the 1980s, anything out there creatively is fair game. And you can have joy in your humor and your creative outlets. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing because it's obligated of you, or you think it's the winning formula, or it's going to get you clicks, or all you know how to do is be shocking. There's no fun in that. No one deep down really enjoys that. I remember there's a great clip on YouTube, horrible company YouTube, but there's a lot of great content that's still able to slip through the cracks. There's a clip from Norm Macdonald talking to comedian Todd Glass on the Norm Macdonald podcast show, and Norm is telling Todd Glass that, hey, you could go back, let's say it's 1990, you could go and see someone like Andrew Dice Clay, and they would just kill. They would have everybody laughing and rolling over in the aisles and aching with stomach pain and cramps from all the laughter. But then after the show's over, don't you feel kind of icky laughing to such base, not based like the kids say these days, it's just base, low, the lower self, the entertainment that doesn't elevate us and make us better, leaves you with a bad taste in your soul, a bad hangover. Leave it to someone like Norm Macdonald to provide that insight. This is something that John Candy and Eugene Levy knew, is leave them with a smile, and then that gives you a lasting value. I don't think people are going around these days with joy in their hearts from Andrew Dice Clay's dirty nursery rhymes. But when you reflect on the Happy Wanderers stage performance, John Candy's clarinet attack, Eugene Levy's commanding stance, Rick Moranis' showmanship and flair for a great medley, I tell you, it's something that makes your life better, and spreading joy is a good thing. Let's see what's next in the cards. Not these are not occult's card. I'm not using the phrase in the occult sense, but here we have ties into the Happy Wanderers. I want to be positive. I'm going to be creating more positive content. I tried this out on Instagram, sharing things that I like. If you're a regular viewer, you've probably heard me criticize and poke fun of things more than I speak positively. And you know what? I'm a positive person, selectively positive, but I'm going to do more of it rather than just talk about the recent hauls. I can dig into things that I know and love, and I can share those things with you. And let's see what our last card is. It says Harlan Ellison's watching. So I have not read very much Harlan Ellison, some short stories, but I've been absolutely delighted by his Ellison's Watching series of commentaries that he put together for a Sci-Fi Channel or Sci-Fi Network. Back when he was in his late 50s. They're just short little commentary videos where he freely shares his strongly worded opinions on different topics and subjects. And it's so refreshing these days to, Harlan Ellison, he was a short atheist, not my favorite type of person in the world to get along with, but his refreshing, his absolutely refreshing opinions, just delivered with full confidence and strength, with no apologies, was just I've used the word refreshing, a joy, and he's not afraid to say things that you might not have heard from anyone else before, and that turns your treasure from silver to gold when something like that happens, because there's such value in strong opinions, because it's liberating and freeing when you hear one from someone else that has the ring of truth in it, that frees you from the prison of the familiar. See, a lot of things we passively accept as being true, or the way things have to be, because we haven't thought of other ways. When somebody says something that rings true and rattles that cage, sometimes that the door to the cage will spring loose, and we'll be free, we'll be liberated. And Harlan Ellison has, even though he's dead and gone to hell, he still has the power to speak beyond the lake of fire to us today. And gosh, with this phone that I'm going to be having, with its very own movie studio in there that could rival the sci-fi channels, picture quality from the 1990s. How could I turn down the offer to make content that I enjoy and I can watch myself and relish, and then share with you? Well, that's what I'm gonna be up to. How things will shake out, I don't know, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. And don't worry, I'll still show some records. I didn't really enjoy filming in front of the couch, or on the couch, like I did in the last video, so I don't think I'll be doing that too much. It's good to be back here in my filming chair, and it's a pleasure to make this video for you if you made it to the end. Wish y'all the best.